I'm on a quest to find my favourite game of the year, one game at a time, and today, fate decides. And it landed on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Let's see where it ends up on the leaderboard. Yep, I'm pretty sure their insurance company won't be covering that. So the last time I played a Tony Hawk Pro Skater game was when I was rocking a bowl cut instead of a taper fade. And instead of streaming Bridgerton, I was watching Pimp My Ride. So I was keen for the nostalgia to flood back in with some dope beats and some mean airtime. Now I was pretty surprised with the size of the maps, but I honestly expected them to just be a couple half pipes and a pool with a rail next to it. Like, it definitely made it hard for me to plan out my route, but once I finally learned the layout, there was something really satisfying about linking everything together in one clean run. Every time I was getting into the groove and feeling like a pro and started smashing some mean combos, I would then proceed to each right at the end. I don't know why, but apparently I just loved landing sideways every chance I had. It's almost like every failed attempt wasn't because the game stitched me up, it was because I apparently have the balance of a shopping trolley with a broken wheel. I will admit the 2-minute timer really put me on edge. Majority of my runs at the start, I was just frantically doing nothing and staring at the timer. So I did start using photo mode to have a proper look at each map and then plan out my routes or where I wanted to go to and try to get some big scores. Some people might be screaming at the screen right now, but honestly it made the game way more enjoyable for me. And at the end of the day, that's kind of the point. Now it turns out the nostalgia was real, but so was the reminder that my taste in games has also changed over the years. I guess these days I get more enjoyment from slowly building towards something over a few hours rather than chasing a perfect 2-minute run. I don't think Tony Hawk got worse, I think I just changed. 20 years ago I probably would have happily chased the same combo for hours. These days I'm looking for progression, exploration, or a story that keeps pulling me forward. With all of this being said, I can definitely see why this game has stood the test of time, but it's not something I would get heavily invested in personally. I can absolutely see why people still love this series. If you're someone who enjoys mastering maps, chasing higher scores, and perfecting combos, there's a lot here to sink your teeth into. For me though, once I'd completed the objectives, I didn't really have that urge to keep coming back. So I will have to rate this game a 5.2 out of 10, and it will not be a favourite game contender. Maybe I am just not wired for score chasing games anymore. Then again, that's kind of the whole point of this challenge. Every now and then a game completely surprises me, so maybe there's still a sports game out there waiting to prove me wrong. Thanks for watching. I've got a question for you. What's your favourite trick? Mine definitely has to be Rodney Mullen's anti-Casper grind.